So now that we have access to our private instance and we're able to download and install things on the instance, we have an application, and that's pretty cool. But it's just the NGINX homepage, and that's less cool. How would we know for sure that we get the public EC2 instance forwarding traffic to the private EC2 instance if both instances are just running NGINX and both just show the welcome homepage? So what we're going to do in this video is we are going to change the page that we see when we hit the private endpoint. We're going to see our own message instead of seeing the NGINX homepage message. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to get back into our instance. You can see right here, I'm just on my MacBook Pro, okay? And I need to SSH into my private instance. But as we know, we can't just SSH into a private instance. We have to go through our bastion host. So to get click connect here, and then we're going to go ahead and copy this key. And I'm actually, instead of copying the whole command because we're not using this, I'm going to just copy the IP address here. And then I'm going to do SSH-A, and then I'm going to paste in my bastion host name. All right, so now I'm in the bastion host, which is exciting. So now I'm going to go back to my instances. I'm going to my private EC2 instance, and then I'm going to go to connect, and I'm going to copy my private instance, and I'm going to say SSH, and then I'm going to SSH into it. And yay, now I'm in my private instance. So if I do curl local host, you're to see that I get this welcome NGINX homepage. But I don't want to say welcome to NGINX because once again, the end goal of this assignment is to be able to hit the public endpoint and see what's going on in the private. Okay, and if I'm hitting the public endpoint right now, I just see welcome to NGINX. So once I forward the traffic and see welcome to NGINX, I'm not really going to know the difference. Okay, so to do this, we need to go and edit this file. Okay, like anything, when you're running an application, it's in the cloud or on your computer, it's just running a series of files with things right in those files. Okay, so this file here is just being returned when you hit that endpoint. We just need to find where that file is, and then we can edit it. Okay, so NGINX pretty much always puts it at user/share/nginx/html and then the index file. So that's where we're gonna look. So first thing that you can do is ls. You're not really gonna see anything. I wonder if you do sudo ls if you'll see everything. No. So I'm gonna clear. I know that user is going to be a folder, and it's not. Okay, so, oh, I'm saying ls user. That makes no sense. I'm going to cd into user, cd into /user. There we go. All right, that took me a while. So now if I ls, I can see the folders that are in there. Okay, so I'm looking for share, and share is a folder right here. So now I can say cd share, and I'm in share. And then I can ls, and I can see all the folders that are within share, and I'm looking for NGINX, which is right here. So now I can say cd NGINX ls, and I see that I have modules and HTML. I'm going to cd into the HTML one, and then if I do ls, you can see I have the 404 HTML page, which gets loaded if something's not found. I have other things, and I have this one that's going to be index.html, and that's the one that we're going to use because that's what automatically gets loaded when we hit the server. So how do I edit it? Okay, so if I go ahead and just say nano, you could say nano or vim, nano index.html. It's going to open it, but you can see that it's unwritable. That means that I don't have the right permissions to edit it. So what I need to do instead is I need to say sudo nano index.html. And now I can actually edit this file, which is pretty cool. So instead of the title of the page being welcome to NGINX, I'm going to say yay. I'll keep the styling, that's fine. Instead of the heading on the page, I'm going to say I did it. And then for this paragraph, I'm going to delete all of this and write my own little paragraph. Also, you just need to change like one little thing. I just want to make it say what I want to make it say. So instead, I'm going to say, if you see this page, you successfully completed the first challenge in the Deploy in Public workshop. And then maybe in this one, I'll say something like, I might just actually get rid of this whole thing. Just deleting. Not much to talk about while deleting. I could probably find a good shortcut for navigating with Nano through files, which would be a great thing to do. Find these shortcuts. Also would be a great thing to talk about when making your post about this assignment. But anywho, all right, so if you see this page, and then I'm going to say congrats. I think I'm going to change this to you did it, which is silly because I'm the one doing it, but whatevs. All right, and then in order to get out of this and save it, I'm going to do Control C. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to do Control X, and then it's going to say, do you want to save it? And then I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to write the name to index.html. Okay, so then now what I can do is I can say curl local host, and now you can see that the page that comes back is the page, still the same file, that index.html file, but instead of coming back with the NGINX homepage, it comes back with the HTML that I just wrote. Okay. So this is exciting, and this is almost the last step. But now if you look, we're not quite there yet, because if I go to my public EC2 instance and I get my public IP address and I go ahead and paste it in, I still get the welcome to NGINX homepage, because we haven't set up the reverse proxy yet to redirect us from this NGINX homepage to our private instance. Okay, so in the next video, that's what we're going to do.